welcome everybody to the earlyBYTES Show, the only video podcast where you're joined by Jeremy Lawman Lamont. Jeremy, how are you today?
It's me, I'm here!
The only video podcast where you're joined by this man.
So far tonight, at the moment, anyway.
The night is young-ish. It's actually kind of late.
True.
It's late, and it's Monday, which means it's time for a earlyBYTES video show thingy. As always, I'm your host, Jerod, and tonight we're playing Portal Knights.
I've heard a lot about this, mostly from you, but you seem to have some good things to say.
So this game, I will say right up front, this game has the greatest menu click sound of all video games forever.
Wow.
You ready for it?
We're talking
Is that not
tonight.
like the most satisfying sound you've ever heard? Listen to that. Ah, so good. All right. We've got a guy already. So this game is like, I like to think of it as Terraria in 3D. Oh my goodness, that is so sad. All right, so basically, I mean, it's kind of a, you know, a Minecraft-esque. You collect resources and then you build stuff with it.
Yeah.
And you kill bad guys. And that's basically it so far. But it's really
I
well
sort
done.
of like that. I mean, the alternative is something like Minecraft, which really sort of leaves you completely on your own, just to make your own fun. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But I always personally really preferred the style of something like Terraria, where you actually have some objectives, or you have, you know, things to do, actually.
So this game actually has a pretty interesting progression system, and you can see we seem to float off in space, and you know, you might get a little tickle in your tummy here, but basically we're on an island floating in a void, right? So the titular point of this game is to explore these worlds, I guess you could call them, these mini ecosystems, and find a portal. You activate the portal, and you go on to the next one.
This is pretty cool looking.
It's great. So, yeah, and you can like break stuff. And look, you know what? I kind of like this door. I kind of want that door. I've taken that door. So I actually didn't realize I started off. I was going to start off in like a random map, but I started off in the map in which I have built my base. For now, I'll probably move it eventually, but I kind of built. Oh, well, sorry. I'm gonna kill some plants. So the combat's a little basic for now, but it does have some interesting things. You can like dodge. It actually really rewards you for not getting hit. As you can see, this guy is going to pummel me in the worst kind of ways.
This is like a miniature version of Dark Souls or something, like all that like jumpy loopy thing.
Yeah. Think of it just like that, maybe. But so it's heavy on crafting. It's heavy on resource gathering and exploration. What's not to like? So let's kill this guy. Yes, get him! Yes, we have done it. earlyBYTES Show, we are the greatest. So basically I built up this little base. It's got a little crafting stuff in here, so you know, you could come over here and craft, and it's got a pretty robust little crafting system from what I can tell. There are 3 classes to the game. I've started off as a warrior. Yeah. I believe there's also a ranger, which is going to be like your medium armor wearing bow guy, and ooh, it's so cozy up in my bedroom. And a mage who casts spells. So pretty typical. Nothing, you know, not breaking any new ground. The RPG mechanics for now. Ooh, it's nighttime. Are super basic. There's not much to them. Wait, is that a hole in my roof? There's not a whole lot to the RPG mechanics. In fact, when you level up, it appears, and I don't know if this is going to stay. You can actually just kind of switch your skills that you select, sort of willy-nilly here, but
So it kind of looks like there's a cross between, or a mix rather, of user modifiable or user interactable things, and I guess pre-built sort of preset environments. Is that right?
Yeah, so that's actually a really good point. So most of this tower, I say I built this base. I didn't build any of this. Most of this, I built this floor above me. And I built this little extra wing. You can see my nice architecture with like the wood beams. I paid extra careful to have like this nice wood beam thing. But the rest of this was here. The tower was here. In fact, this tower, and we can go down here. Let me fix some things here before we go marching to our doom. There we go. This actually started off, it has a dungeon in it, and its inhabitants are not the friendliest folk. So we can go dungeon crawling, and I'm actually, you know, it may be relevant that we come down here, because I do believe... I believe this is where the... Okay, so it has a first-person mode. If you play this game, this is the most important thing you can learn, because your camera will get in the way.
Okay.
But they very elegantly integrated this, and I think it works really well. I've also found the bow is like super OP.
As they are.
Yes. I just Legolas the heck out of all of these guys, so yes. Bring it. Yes. We have done it. We are the champions. So basically, what I'm doing here is doing a little splunking. We'll go down into this dungeon and we'll find a portal. And then, once you... Basically, you have to complete the portal by building up something that you craft. Portal stones. I'm not sure why. Oh, I know why I can't craft. My inventory's full. This is a problem. We don't need wheat or cotton. There we go. Excellent. Get that guy! Get him! Get him, Game Bite Show! Oh, what have we done? We fell off our ledge. We're doomed. Yeah, but basically you're gonna go... Ah!
So it seems like you can fall as far as you want, huh?
I don't know where there's any kind of fall damage implemented at this time. This is early access, so we're calling this a...
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
It's definitely early access. But from what I can tell, it is... I don't want to say feature complete, but all the mechanics are here. The crafting is there, the resource gathering, obviously. And what's really interesting is everything is basically gatherable from what I can tell. So I might have to whack on this a while, but like we can just harvest this entire dungeon. Like, oh, I want that in my well, I don't have inventory space, but you could harvest. Oh, look, it's a bad guy.
So it does. I mean, I guess I've sort of been expecting, you know, like on Minecraft, for example, everything is just really simple blocks with just kind of some crummy textures over them. So I've been assuming that the nice-looking stuff inside this game was pretty persistent, but I guess it has the same sort of destructibility. I mean,
yeah.
Is it as destructible and rebuildable as something like Minecraft?
It is, and so you can basically take everything apart, and they actually do a really nice job. Like, this block looks like this is a wall, but like this is a floor, and that is a ceiling. So they kind of change the textures up depending on basically what angle you're looking at the block, and in the pattern they do it. So, you know, as you lay a bunch of these sort of flat, it takes on this pattern as opposed to something more rocky like that. It's really interesting, and I really appreciated it. So we just went through a portal. I guess I had unlocked this one already, so we'll have to go find a new one. We'll make that our mission here today. But it's going to teleport zoom us to the next world, basically, and you know, our nice little base will be gone. And by gone, I mean we can easily teleport back to it. It is here, I think. Yeah, I think it's here. I need to set that as my home. Okay. So you can set that as our home instance, which for me previously was there. But you can see I haven't discovered any portals here. And there may not be any, actually. Yeah, it looks like this is actually a dead end. But you can see here it kind of gives you an idea of what kind of monsters you'll fight, what kind of minerals you can find and what kind of plants.
And this is all like procedurally generated. So if you play a different version, you'll get something totally different.
Yes, and I believe this means this is a boss. I actually haven't gotten here yet. You can see I'm sort of missing a. There are bosses in the game. I believe that's my first one that I'll get to. Maybe we can hop back to here. In fact, why don't we do that? Let's because here you can see there's a path that I haven't unlocked yet. So I found this portal.
Yeah, it's spooky.
But I haven't. I found the portal, but I haven't built it yet. So let's travel here. And you can actually just travel at any time, which is really nice. The game's very accessible. It doesn't really seem to punish you at all for like if you die or anything like that. Which you may love that or hate it. You could say I mind something there.
I feel like I'd much rather have my kids play this than Minecraft.
Yeah, it's really good. So here you can see this is an unbuilt portal. I don't know why I said portal so weird, but that happened. So I don't have any blue portal blocks, so we need to go get some. Oh, and these guys are super dangerous. But we can't. I have fallen in a hole. Yes. So the enemies are kind of varied. You can see that guy wasn't taking any damage on the back. You definitely have to hit him from the front. Hello, blue portal stones. Where might you be? Typically they drop from bad guys. Sometimes you can find them in minerals, like this is copper. And by that I mean my inventory's full, so of course I can't harvest them. This junk can go away. I never should have gotten this door. What was I thinking? I don't need a wood block.
So I guess one of the differences maybe between this and I'm sorry to keep sort of comparing it to Minecraft. I mean, I guess that just seems to be the most obvious
for sure
point of comparison. But it seems like whereas Minecraft, they sort of encourage sort of like a homesteading / exploratory, you're going to go on little expeditions but then come back to your home base. I mean, is it wrong to say this seems to be mostly about just kind of continuing forward, or is there a homesteading element to this?
There kind of is, because in order to craft, you will need those workbenches that I had. There's, let's say 4 or 5 of them. There's like workbench, an anvil, a furnace, which lets you refine ores, and an altar, which lets you do magic stuff. So, yes, you essentially will need a base. Now, of course, you don't need to build one up so fancy. I was actually going to come... I like lagged up real weird there. I was going to see if... Aha! I do have portal blocks. Excellent. So... Oh, man. I've got some inventory issues. Let's see how much of this... Oh, nothing. Great. Perfect. There we go. So you will need these. In fact, you level these up. So I think this one I've leveled up to level 2. Where do I see that? Maybe in the name? I don't know. You can see the next level for this workbench is level 3. I'm sure there's somewhere where you can see that you can do it. But you can see at the workbench, like, that's where I can do the wood, refined wood, or wood blocks. See, this one requires workbench 2. A lot of this stuff, the window frame, like the table, all this requires a workbench, but I just don't have the resources to actually build it. Your weapons are going to require different. So this one, you can see, requires an anvil. This one's a workbench. This one's an altar. Depending, so obviously this is. So it really is no different. I mean, you could come back and build your own little castle if you want to. The difference is that instead of, I guess, in Minecraft where there's one persistent world and you just have to get farther and farther away, the idea of the portals means that you have, only so far to go in any one instanced world, and then you just travel over to another place and different ecosystem, different kinds of creatures. Yeah, and you're just doing a lot less extensive traveling. Absolutely, and as say this base that I had actually built was actually my second. So we could, while we're talking about it, let's go check it out. So here's the first. This is actually the starting zone. Peaceful Hills. What a lovely name. Yeah, this is definitely. I'm watching the chat. This is like the cutest game I've played, maybe ever. It's super cute. But this is the first zone I started out, and I actually built. You can see I actually harvested the roof a little bit, which is kind of awkward, but you know, whatever. You know, this used to be full of all my crafting stations, and I just picked them up and took them with me. You can basically harvest anything, like a bed, and it pops into your inventory. So my upgraded workbenches just came with me. Here's my little farm that I had made. We can get some cotton if we want. I don't really want to, but there you have it. So yeah, you can build a base, but then once you say maybe want to move or find a cool beginning of another base or a zone you really like, you can absolutely pick up the essential elements and hop right to it. Start over. Build a series of bases. You could fortify every world if you wanted. How amazing would that be?
Wow.
All right, so
is there like a day-night cycle or anything like that?
Yes.
I know that in Minecraft, bad guys would sort of, you know, spawn as.
So we kind of missed it. What you'll see right now is there's this little weird bird-looking guy running around. We didn't see him at night. We did see the slime. We also saw that burning skeleton guy. He is unique to night. Those elemental guys only spawn at night. They tend to be super dangerous. This is kind of a low-level zone, so it wasn't really a big deal for me. But yeah, so nighttime can be pretty dangerous. So you can see I'm just going to pop some blocks in here. Portal built. So now we can progress to Garnet Cove. What a lovely name. I bet it's red. So yeah, there is a day-night cycle. The enemies do change based on that, and it actually gets pretty dark. So like the dungeons and stuff do get significantly dark. It's good to have a couple torches on you to be able to pop into walls, or even just carry one around. You can see I keep a few on me to kind of light things up. Oh, that's actually a totally brand new enemy, that giant troll guy. He looks super dangerous.
So I was noticing that this actually is published by 505 Games, which publishes Terraria and a host of other things.
That is an interesting factoid. Yeah, I liken this a lot to Terraria, and this it feels similar to me. Just in terms of the way sort of the combat and the crafting works. To be fair, I have never actually played Minecraft, so I am probably not the best person to compare those games, but to that game. Ooh, there's a cool tower. We could build
Well, I
a
see
base
there's
there.
also there, and I think you mentioned this at the very beginning, but there's different classes. Have you tried different classes, or how do they work?
I haven't. I assume it adjusts your stats. It is something I'd like to fool around with, but there's also it has a whoa, hello, sir. Mr. Thunder Gazer, that even is your real name. It also has a multiplayer element to it, in which you can play sort of like local co-op, or I assume over the internet with your friends. But it's not like an MMO. You don't like hop into a server with hundreds of people. So I've basically been solo, but I'd love to give it a try. I assume it scales up the enemy. Oh, this is amazing. All right. I don't know what that little thing is. Wonderful design. So we can go through here. I suspect our portal is down below. Ouch. Well, this is grim. All right. I actually found the combat is a little weird. I hope they change it a little bit. When you go into combat, it changes. You can no longer jump. You can only do this dodge roll looking thing. And those flying monsters are very... Hey, we leveled up. Very nearly impossible to hit with a melee weapon. You can hit them if you jump, but you can't jump when you're in combat. So it's not great, but early access, hopefully they fix that. We are so taking this with, what can I delete to get it? Bed. We don't need a bed. Yes! We're putting these in our house. They're amazing. We must have these too. Sorry. This is just gonna happen. We're just gonna have to get over it. Anybody show. Alright. Let's continue. our quest to get gargoyles. Alright, we're continuing our quest. Oh, big guy. I'm gonna club him. I don't know what that is. This is a really grim place. So this is the first time I've actually been here. And it's got some new assets.
And it all seems like mindfully designed too. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's random though. And I could be absolutely wrong, but it feels very randomly designed.
Or maybe they just put together pieces that fit together well.
Here's a room.
I mean, you know, it's not some randomly generated crevice in a mountain somewhere.
Yeah, and there are those. You do find random caves and weird little nooks and niches outside, but indoors, you know, they feel like proper dungeons, I guess, right? Like, so this feels like it was probably at one point a very weirdly designed basement to a... Oh my goodness. Why, sir, are you harming me? I brought you cupcakes. I just tried to torch that man to death. It did not work, and we are about to die. Alright, we survived.
Oh, no.
Game-wide show. We survived.
Barely.
I want my torches back, though. Okay, note to self, torches not effective against skeletons. Good to know, we were testing. It also, you can see, has, at least for the weapons, the consumables that you have, or the equipables, I guess, that you have, it has a sort of damage system, which you can create these little sharpening stones that will repair them. Maybe that'll be a big deal later. For now, it's like a total non-event, so I don't worry too much about it. But...
Right.
But no, Portal Knights. This is basically what this game is, and it does one sort of thing, and I think it does it really well, particularly for an early access game. I've really enjoyed my time with it so far, and I really...
I mean, it shows well for sure.
There have, I guess, were some bugs. I was reading in the forums, some bugs, particularly with like resolution, not being able to scale up the resolution. But I actually haven't experienced any. It's never crashed. At least as far as I can tell, I've not come across any bugs or any serious ones that, you know, caused me grief. What's in here? Nothing? Sometimes you find chests. We like chests. They contain loot. We like loot.
So have you... I think you may have mentioned earlier, but you haven't actually fought any boss creatures.
No, and maybe we can get to one here on the show.
I think we got about 5 minutes. I bet we can do it.
Man, we gotta run. I don't know what the boss levels are like. Oh. I really expected a portal down here. Instead, we have nothing. Well, there you have it. Alright, well, let's go back to the start. The other thing I really, really like about this game, I'm not running back up through there. I've killed everything. I'll just start back over. It's a really nice little touch. You can just warp from whatever. Because honestly, who wants to just run through the stairs again? I also like that those guys panic when they get low on health. It's a real pain if you have melee only. If you're playing a warrior, please craft a bow. You will thank me later. What? Oh, I'm fighting another guy.
I bet you could get some pretty good magic weapons and stuff with this too.
Yeah, they have staves and stuff. I don't know. I haven't bothered with staves, and so far I've only gotten to my workbench to level 2. So, ooh, it's nighttime. Oh, there's the portal. Oh, but I don't have enough. Well, maybe I can craft more. Oh, I definitely don't have enough. Okay, you gotta have 6 to activate a portal, so we'll have to do some murdering here of this hallowed night of fire. I actually may have to go. I think these guys are dropping yellow stone already. We may have to go. Come back here.
So I didn't get a... While you're... And I know we're sort of marching on to a big combat here, but I kind of want to talk for just a minute again about the crafting system. In Minecraft, there were different kinds of dirt and stone, and you could refine those things. Is there still sort of an environmental variety that you're dealing with to do crafting, or is it mostly like basic
Well, there is. So
like this is wood and this is dirt.
Here I'm getting emeralds. You can get dirt. If I were to harvest this, I'd get dirt. Yay, dirt block. You can get wood. There are different types of woods and different. So I got wood logs, ruby tree seeds. You can actually plant your own. I don't know if I can do yellow blocks here to make this work. I'm gonna find out. So you could create your own little wood farm, I guess, if you want to call it, and grow your own trees. That did not work. Okay. It is very disappointed in my ability to make that happen. So we need to go to a lower level zone, I guess. This one's actually super good for blue blocks, so we're just going here. But yeah, like you had seen at my original house, I had a farm of cotton, and at the time, I forget what I was trying to make, but I needed a lot of it, so I just planted a ton of this stupid little cotton bush. And then every time you harvest one, you get more seeds, and you just plant more, and go on and on and on. So it was a very tidy little system. You can see these guys are obviously much easier to kill, but I don't want the seed, I want the blue blocks. So this will go quickly, we'll get our blue blocks. I believe the blue ones only take 2 per, so it shouldn't take too long. So far, as far as I can tell, the RPG mechanics are very light. We kind of looked at the screen earlier.
Right.
There's not much to it. Like here's how leveling up works. Yeah. So that's not too exciting. I kind of hope they do a little more customization in the future, but you know, we'll see. It's clearly not really the sort of the main focus of the game.
The final, yeah.
Let's see. How many do we have now? 6. Perfect. Let's go. Let's do this.
All right. It's gonna happen.
It is gonna happen. We're making this go. In any game, any game that lets me wear a Viking helmet with horns and have this like killer stash. Look at those angry eyes. You know my guy means business. All right, let's do this. I only have 4 potions. I actually don't think I can make more. Yeah, I don't have any carrots. My vision is not very good. I don't have any carrots, apparently. Alright. That was a joke. That was a really dumb joke. I apologize for that. Oh, look at that statue. So good. Alright. I assume at some point I'm going to need those yellow portal stones. I actually haven't found, say, a yellow portal yet, so I'm not sure when that comes into play or not. You can just see from the crafting menu there's at least 2 more colors I haven't encountered, so we'll see. Spring Hills? Well, that doesn't sound very boss-like.
Maybe it's like Spring Hills have eyes.
Maybe. Maybe the Spring Hills are alive with music. And we went to the wrong place. Amazing. So there must be 2 portals somewhere. Alright, let's go back. It's a rush now. Find the portal.
Unless it's... Oh no, there is a line there, so yeah.
There's definitely a line. It says there's 2.
So do you have to get more portal stones then for that, or...?
Unless maybe it wants yellow. Maybe it's yellow. It goes to a boss. That would make sense, maybe. I don't know. You can also run on top of like trees and stuff, which I really appreciate because it's just so goofy.
Like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, we're gonna create our own sort of escape route here because those guys look serious. I kind of want to get up high. Yes, there it is. It's yellow too. This is excellent game by show.
Nice.
Ah! We gotta do this quick. He's after us. He's not after us. Oh, but that guy might be. Worm pit. Well, that sounds disgusting.
Gross. It's a lot more bossy, though.
It sounds way more bossy. And, like, this is horrifying. Alright, let's do it. We got this. Worm tail. Oh, yeah. Immune? This seems like terrible news.
I don't think this is gonna go well.
No.
It's just like Dark Souls, though. I think you can do it.
We got this. Oh, man. Frost maggot.
Maybe there's a trick to this.
I bet there's a trick, and I don't know it. Aha! You have to kill the tail. Excellent. Oh yes! Bring the pain!
This is like the most Legend of Zelda boss. No, it really is.
And you know what's really funny is I feel like if I don't die here, we could do something epic. And be like, you know what? I reject... Oh, it won't let me build. Man, I was gonna build like a wall.
Too smart for that.
He is too smart. He's on to us. He knows our tricks. I mean... Ooh, we're doing some crits. That's great. I might do more in like melee if I like ran over there, but I feel like this is sufficient. Oh. Oh, why did he do that to me? It hurt so bad.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and drink a healing potion now.
I forgot we had healing potions. That's great.
Yeah, but look,
Good
there's quite a timer on it. So you're gonna want to plan accordingly. Yes. Ow. Yeah, I don't know on the building. Maybe I just have the wrong block. I don't know. I kind of wish I could build up here. Ow. Let's drink another healing potion. Let's use our Estus.
Your Estus flask. I have to say, I did not believe you. You've been telling me about this game all week. Like,
Yes.
we're gonna play this. It's gonna
Yes,
be awesome,
we have
so
won.
cute, and wow, I am super impressed with this. This is.
Isn't this just
This
an
is
amazing game? What loot does the boss have? What is this? Oh, cotton. Who cares about that? Is this a portal? Whoa! Alright. There you have it. So we beat our first boss. I don't know what we got for it. Didn't seem like a whole lot.
Wow.
But you know we're going to go build. Oh, and maybe it won't let us build there still. Let's go back. Oh, this is a pretty cool looking place. I don't think I've seen the jungle tile set yet, so that's pretty rad. I totally appreciate that. And you know what? I bet it has new minerals to collect. Let's see if we can go build now that we've murdered that dude's face. Because I want to build a giant tower over top of my slain enemies. Call myself the Worm King.
The tallest of all the worms.
Oh, he comes back! Oh, that's just rude.
Oh no.
That is just rude.
Grind for loot.
Maybe you can! Well, we can't face that anymore. So...
Yeah.
Portal Knights.
Let's see you do the outro while you're running around dodging these mucus.
Alright, let's do it! So I really like this game. Portal Knights is available on Steam for, I think it's $15 right now. So it's actually not even remotely expensive. It is early access. The developers seem to be doing pretty good on feedback from what I can tell, you know, in the forums or whatever. Oh man, the worm puke is real. I've totally lost track. Okay. So thank you once again, everyone, for joining us here on the Game Byte Show. I better finish up while he's dead. If you enjoyed this content, you should definitely subscribe to our Twitch feed. We're at twitch.tv/GameByteShow. We stream once a week on Mondays at a minimum. We try to stream a little bit more, but, you know, whatever. We get busy. So you'll probably just get over it. You can find all our archive. We do. I mean, I don't lose sleep. Don't worry about that. All of our archive videos over at youtube.com/GameByteShow, and they're all very great. Like this one, you should go watch them. You can check out our audio podcast, which we do twice a week. Oh man, we're doing so good on this guy again. At GameByteShow.com, we do one episode. One show is for news and new releases and getting blasted in the face by puke. And the other is for the games we've been playing, which, you know, what would make my list.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think you're going to be talking about this sometime in the near future.
It's a great game. It's a great game. Everyone should play this game. If you want to join in the conversation and tell us how awesome we were at beating this boss, because we are boss, join us over on in the conversation on Twitter at GameByteShow. You can talk to me individually at red_I. Jeremy?
You can find me at Jeremy_Lamont, and you can also find our two podcasting compatriots at Legrand, which is LEGRANDE, and at Count_Elmdor for Dale. Count_Elmdor. That was how I spell it. Count_Elmdor is spelled Count _.
That's right. That was a really awkward way to like say his name.
Yes. They can't all be gems. Look, we had to have at least one thing go poorly.
Yes. So you do get some pretty hefty loot for murder facing that guy. So there you have it. So thank you again for joining us, and we will see you next time. And we were going to end like ascending amongst the gods.
Oh yeah. All right, everyone, have a good night.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. See you next time.